Hello everyone. Today I'll be playing a little spoopy game. Well, it's supposed to be spooky, but... well, I guess we'll see how scary it is, if there's any scares. It's in windowed mode because for some reason when I go full screen mode, the cursor disappears, and that makes things pretty much impossible. So, let's see how this game goes.
Hello?
Hello. Okay.
Hello? Hello? Is this radio on? Can you hear me? Good.
Yeah.
That means it worked.
What was?
Where are you right now? Wait, don't tell me. Entered through the corner window of the reception hall, did you?
What?
Just like I said you should. Remember? We sat here for what must have been hours, looking for the best way to sneak in.
Thanks for
You
explaining.
noticed that the window was busted. That the security guard couldn't bother with locking it properly.
Why am I being told what I noticed and what I experienced personally?
Pretty careless of him, huh? But he let you in, so we should be thankful. Besides, as long as nobody sees you, it won't cost him his job.
Okay.
Probably. Now I bet you can't see anything. That's fine. You knew what you were getting yourself into.
Did I really?
Leave it to me.
I don't like this place.
I know every nook and cranny of this place.
Why? Do you live here? Are you like some hobo?
All you have to do is listen to my voice and do exactly as I say. As long as you trust me, you'll find your way around. Do you trust me?
No. Apparently I do.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
You're creepy as fuck. I don't like you.
We've been friends for so long. If anything, I'm in the wrong for even asking. Let's review some things, alright? Our objective is room 521 of Felix Bloom Hospital, the intensive care unit.
Why?
That means you have to climb all the way up to the 5th floor.
Why?
Bit of a trek if you ask me. But a lot is weighing on this. You can't chicken out. Not this time. You're nervous, aren't you? Don't be. Sneaking around, breaking the law. It's all second nature to you by this point, right?
Who the fuck am I?
Now, take a deep breath and remember our rules. Move fast so that you're not seen. Don't take anything. Don't make a noise. Leave no trace that you are even here. Think only of what you came here to do.
Which is?
And whatever happens, whatever goes wrong, or whatever stands in your way, never turn this radio off. Ever. Without it, you're as good as dead. Understood?
What the fuck? Yes?
Good. Then let's get a move on. 3 steps from where you stand, there's a reception desk. Then, to your left, the hallway stretches all the way up to the first flight of stairs. Take 3 steps forward, turn left, and walk 19 steps with your arms stretched.
Am I meant to be paying attention to these instructions? Because I'm really not.
You won't find any obstacles in your way, so feel free to take your time. Trust me, as you always have.
I was. Cheating. 3 steps forward, turn left. Alright. Amazing. I love cheating.
See? Nothing in your way. Just like I promised you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Oh, I've got heavy footsteps. Is it gonna be a monster? Please let it be a monster. Oh, it's
19.
some trippy door.
Easy, right? What's that? You felt something graze your hair as you walked.
Spider.
Something cold and bony?
Oh, that's just a skeleton in the closet.
It was probably the wind. Nobody has bothered with repairing this place in forever.
Yeah, the wind has bone fingers. Didn't you know?
What's that? Must have been the wind.
Yes, the wind. Just a gust of wind.
Yes, I agree. It was definitely the wind.
Don't think too hard about it, okay? Feel the door instead. Yes, just like that.
Feel the door?
Find the knob and pull.
Okay. I'm gonna pull your knob.
There's a flight of stairs just 2 steps in front of you.
Okay.
They go up and down.
That's what stairs tend to do.
All you will find downstairs is a locked door, so go up.
Alright, let's go up.
Yes, go up. Think of nothing else. Let nothing distract you.
I don't really trust this guy.
I'll be with you to the very end.
Why do I feel like he's leading me to my death?
You stand in front of a wall with a few cracks on it.
Alright,
The climb ended sooner than expected, right?
did it?
To get to the next floor, you must walk all the way to the other side of this one. A peculiar way to build a hospital, but there's a reason behind it.
Does it confuse the ghosts?
No,
Oh,
you want to know what the reason is.
yeah.
Curiosity won't do you any favors. Just forget about it and keep going.
The writers are like, I didn't actually think that far ahead.
Turn right and take a step forward.
Turn right and take a step forward. I don't have to remember that, okay.
Everything is in tatters.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the earthquake from 10 years ago?
No.
This hospital never recovered. Too expensive, they said. But it kept functioning. On and on and on. Even as the walls crumbled. Even as everything was covered in dust. Even as the bugs turned it into their nesting ground, where disease festered and corpses rotted atop one another endlessly.
I don't think that's how hospitals work. They normally get rid of the dead bodies.
People come to Felix Bloom to die. Even you must have heard about that old saying.
Nope.
What? You didn't know?
No.
Didn't they hire you to do some work upstairs not so long ago? They had to have told you back then, right?
Who the fuck am I?
This is a hospital for people who can't be saved, or people whom nobody will care for.
Mood.
The patient in room 521 is the same.
Wait, am I actually going up to see a patient in this decrepit old building?
They'll die pretty soon, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So you must get there before death does.
Why?
Why? You know very well why.
No, I really don't.
You want to be happy, right? Then don't question it. Fun times await. Fun times, happy times, with just you and me. This floor is in a very bad state. You must follow my instructions to the letter if you don't want to get hurt.
Why do I feel like he's threatening me?
Follow the wall as far as it goes.
I've got no choice.
Turn left. Take 3 steps. And walk. Yes, just walk. Keep your hands stretched to your sides. Every now and again, you will feel how they graze the edges of open doorways. Just like that. Take it slowly so you don't trip. This floor is a mess, but fairly empty as far as hospitals go. It was considered a floor of transition, where patients waited to be taken elsewhere, away from the filth and death. Patients who could still be saved. It was a lively floor at first, at least while the staff still cared. As the years went by, however, it began to see fewer guests. Healthy, sane patients have no business in Felix Bloom Hospital. Good people have no business in Felix Bloom Hospital.
Why am I here then?
And so the area was abandoned, a passageway between one floor and the other.
Where did I step on?
You stayed here once. You don't remember, but you did.
Who the fuck are you and why do you know so much about me?
Back when it was a hospital just like any other. Your room was right over there, in the dark, past the glass door. A little kid, not even past the age of 10. So innocent back then. Although, not for much longer. Why did you stop? Oh, you cut yourself.
Am I emo?
That's it. It's just a cut. Don't make a fuss. Remember, you must stay quiet. Nobody has to know you're here. They listen.
Who listens?
The walls have ears, and they communicate with each other.
Gross.
Can you hear them?
All I hear is crying
Muttering.
outside.
Saying your name. Laughing at you for holding your crimson-dyed hands, like you were in your death throes. Come on. You're wasting both our time. Keep moving, will you? You're about to reach the end of the hallway. When you feel the last set of doorways, take 2 steps forward. And finally, make a turn. No. No. I told you to listen to my voice, didn't I? I was going to say to turn left. Why couldn't you wait for me to finish?
It didn't give me the choice.
See, now you've cut your hand and bumped your head. It's always been like this. I tell you to do something thinking of your own good, but you just won't listen. How many times have you gotten hurt because of it? How many times have you suffered through unnecessary pain?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Always causing me trouble by being, well, yourself. Does it hurt? I'm sure it does. I'm sure you would like to take a rest, to complain, to scream. But this is your due punishment. Now you'll think twice before carelessly moving on your own. Because next time, it won't be just a bruise. Say that you're sorry.
Why do I not get a choice? Why can't I tell him to fuck off?
Say it again, like you mean it.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
Okay. I forgive you, friend.
I don't think we're friends.
Remember, I care about you, and I want you to know it. Even if it may not seem like it sometimes. Now go back and turn the opposite way. Ah, there it is. The fungus. It means my directions were correct.
Because we found fungus.
Move closely.
Is this like going to be like The Last of Us?
Remember the scent.
Of what? Fungus?
If you smell the damp fungus, you'll know you're on the right path.
I'm just gonna walk through the halls sniffing mushrooms.
Now listen carefully. There are 3 doors down this hallway. You must enter the one with the puddle of water beneath it.
Is it water or piss?
It'll be easy to tell. Just listen to the sound of splashing water beneath your feet.
I figured.
Go on then. And don't turn the radio off. Just don't.
Can I turn it off? That's safe. What the hell's that? Kind of want to, but I won't yet. I'll save though.
There's a door to your right. Your footsteps sound dry.
Yes. I pissed myself.
There's a door to your right. Your footsteps sound wet.
Thanks. I didn't know. I didn't realize. I have no ears, you see. I can't hear water.
Behind the door, you see a worn-down bathroom.
I do.
This is the place, as filthy and disgusting as I remember.
Okay.
Of course, I knew this was the right way all along. Didn't I say so downstairs? I know every nook and cranny of this hospital. It was a test, to see if you were following my instructions. Congratulations, you passed.
Okay.
Look at that. Can you smell it?
Smell the toilet?
It makes you want to puke, right? Believe it or not, it wasn't always like this.
I don't like to smell bathrooms.
Back in the day, you could even kiss the toilet lids without fearing you'd catch something lethal.
I don't think so.
It was also the place where we first met.
In the toilet? We met in the toilet.
You were coming out of this cubicle, tending to your own business. Nothing but a little kid, when everything was too big or too scary to confront on your own.
Sir.
And there I was, staring back at you, your tiny frame, and those innocent eyes.
Oh god, I don't like this.
Take a step closer to the sink, will you? Yes, it was right here. We were both very young. You looked at me warily, and me at you with curiosity. It was difficult at first, but we quickly became good friends. We would play together every day, outside on the streets, or just messing around in the halls. It wasn't the end when you were discharged either. We stuck together, the best of friends.
Who the fuck are you?
I was the only one who ever understood you. And the only one who never judged you.
Judged me for what?
When you grabbed those hard-earned bills from your mother's purse. When you snuck into the mini-market at night and took what wasn't yours. When you began taking those substances and drove others to addiction and thought that it wouldn't hurt to make money out of the vice.
Oh, I'm a piece of shit, okay.
When you smashed that girl's face for not liking you back. When you broke into that poor man's house. When you took that knife and threatened to get what you wanted. I always stood by your side, supporting your every choice.
So we're both weird cribs.
You're not a good person, friend. That's what I like about you.
Okay, thanks.
You were always free.
I am.
But that freedom is now in danger.
Oh no.
So up you must go. To room 521. If you look to your right, you'll see a crack in the wall. Go through it. Here we are at last.
More trippy stairs.
There was an easier way to get here. But I had to remind you who you truly are. Now that we're clear, it's time to move up.
It was a dead bird. I don't
What?
like dead birds. Oh, sure.
What was that?
A dead bird.
I don't remember it.
Well, it probably wasn't here last time you were here.
Oh. It's your first sin.
Huh?
Don't worry. It's meaningless at this point.
What?
Just keep on going and don't look back.
Did I kill a bird?
This is the 3rd floor.
This is the same door as the beginning.
We're halfway there. You see a half-open door. Walk through it.
Walk across the door? I don't think I can walk across the door.
Focus on the ground under your shoes.
Crunch?
Do you hear that?
What?
Can you feel it breathe?
The floor?
Try listening in more closely. One more time.
Is that the floor breathing?
This hospital is alive.
Oh,
Most alive it has ever been.
cool.
It breathes, it thinks, and it decomposes, feeding tiny little creatures that scurry around its halls, just like a person bloated with hundreds of parasites.
Hot.
Just ask them, those vestiges of life, growing in every damp corner of this building. How do you think they're born in the first place? Fungus grow from death and decay, and this place has seen plenty of that across the decades. Corpses and flesh and blood and everything that makes a living person be. It has absorbed all of it, and made it its own. It's starting to get nervous.
Can you stop hyperventilating, please?
Better get a move on. You're scared, aren't you? That this place might swallow you whole?
I'm not into vor.
Of course you're scared. Everything is always so terrifying for you.
I mean, as I just said, I'm not into vor. I don't want to be swallowed.
You know what's funny about all this? Bet you can tell it wasn't only an earthquake that turned this hospital upside down.
Oh, it's upside down as well.
It was violence. Sheer violence.
Cool.
People don't want to die, friend.
I beg to differ, I kind of do.
They don't want to suffer, or live through pain, or feel any type of discomfort.
And that's exactly why people do want to die.
They will struggle, harm, and fight everyone and everything around them.
I mean, true.
Just like you did. Violence is all you could ever do. You lived your whole life hurting others to make a quick buck.
So I'm a Chad.
It was ugly and unrewarding, but far better than depending on a measly minimum wage, right?
I mean, yeah.
As long as you could do what you wanted, and sleep yourself drunk or high so that you wouldn't have to think of anything.
Goals.
Well, nothing else mattered, right? It was a great life.
Twas.
You had fun. But you were always such a damn coward. Always going, I don't want to be like this anymore, or I can be better, or I can get a real job. It would be sad if it wasn't so damn funny. A person like you, be better. Let's take a walk down memory lane, okay? Then maybe you'll remember what happened the last time you tried to be better. Take 5 steps to your right and walk 10 steps forward. A locker has fallen to the ground and blocks your way. Make sure you step over it if you don't want to fall too.
Try to be careful. Why can't I just not be careful? I fell anyway. Cool. Are you laughing or crying?
You did it again, didn't you? You tripped. Even when you're going the right way, you can't help but mess it up. Oh, you've always been like this. So useless at everything you do.
I mean, you're not wrong. I am a bit like that.
Why do I even hang out with you anymore? You're just dead weight. Sorry. You know it's just a joke.
Haha, funny.
I would never abandon you. You're just so damn fun. Won't you stand up? Is the floor that comfortable?
Probably. Does breathe after all, it's pretty cool.
Wait. Shh.
You shush. You're the one talking.
Keep quiet.
I'll be quiet.
It's gone. It followed you up here. But why?
I missed it, I wasn't looking.
No. You still feel bad about that? After all these years? You really are a pathetic little thing. Whatever. You'll just have to be careful. Stand up and walk.
Maybe I want to crawl.
The 3rd floor is where all the new patients are brought in. It's meant to bring peace, to comfort them in their pain, to keep them calm, to tell them everything will be okay here at Felix Bloom Hospital. A bunch of lies, of course. Everyone here is so sedated they can barely even make a noise. If you try your best, you'll manage to make out a midnight whimper in the darkness, over at the distance where the rooms are. But we don't care about them. We only care about this.
Fuck them.
Do you remember now?
Kissy people.
You were hired to paint a mural that would bring peace to these patients.
Oh, okay, I'm a painter.
Hilarious, right? You bring peace? But for as much of a bastard as you were, painting was always easy for you. Nobody would guess you were a ruthless junkie with all those pictures around. You saw an ad in the papers and before you knew it, here you were, brushing the hours away. This is it, you thought. My chance to turn my life around. But I told you, didn't I? That it wouldn't work out. You're just not cut out for an honest living. You were born bad. From a mother that never loved you, but still tried her best to raise you. Oh, she tried. She tried hard. Never seen such a stressed out woman in my life. And what did you do to repay her? Leave home as fast as you could, never to return.
I mean, you said she didn't love me, so...
And yet you had the gall to draw her so beautifully. You're such a piece of work. You kept trying. You wanted to see the world more beautifully. To see even the bits and pieces of the city that you hated so much in a better light. But you hate it here. You hate it so much. You hate the dirt, the rust, the noise, the smell, the people, everything. You've never loved. And even worse, you've never found something beautiful. That bitterness dawned on you as you painted. They told you to draw pretty scenery, and it frustrated you to not know how. Trees are pretty, someone said, and so off you went to paint a tree. You couldn't do it. It was too hard.
Trees are hard to paint, to be honest.
It angered you so much that you hit the wall, time and time again. And then all hell broke loose. You realized I was right. That you could never change. So when that little man, just an innocent janitor, approached you with concern, I told you what I knew you should do. Tell him to fuck off and beat the crap out of his face. That tree is painted in his blood. They could never clean it. It stuck there like it didn't want to let go.
Cool.
It felt good, didn't it? Even as you desperately tried to outrun the cops, your hands still shaking from the sensation of breaking bones. You knew this was your life. That there was no way out. You have to reach room 521 if you want to keep living this way. You have to. Go in the hole.
Go in the hole. Go in the hole. I don't like that sound.
Why do you stop? Is something up there?
No.
Yes. Keep walking. It might be dark, but you're used to it at this point. All you need to do is trust me and everything will work out.
Am I Bane?
After 10 steps, you will find yourself in front of a door. The stairs are just across the next room.
I skipped that, sorry. Oh. Hello, bird thing.
Run.
Run. Run. Run. Run. I ran.
Don't think about it.
Okay.
Just don't. Keep going up.
Going up.
Don't.
Don't what?
Why did you let it follow you here? You said you were over it. But no. You had to let that thing come and mess everything up, didn't you? We're so close. I can almost hear it. The sound of that hag's throat as you choke the life out of her.
That's what I'm here to do? Murder someone? I mean, valid, but...
Look over there. An open window. We're so high up now. Why don't you go a little closer? It's the outside world, waving at you in all its decadent glory. You hate it there. But where else would scum like you live? It's the city that turned a blind eye when you first shoplifted at the mini-market by your school, hungry because you had no lunch money. It's the city that shrugged when you first joined your dad for a bottle of scotch, to celebrate becoming a teen. It's the city that remained silent as you saw the beatings, as you were beaten yourself, and as you beat others to vent. Your first time taking money from an unguarded register. Your first time breaking into somebody's home. Your first time mugging under the cover of night.
I really am a piece of shit.
It saw all your firsts. It shaped and molded you into the person you are today. You had already given up on yourself, but then that hag came along.
Fucking hag.
You hated her so much. We both did.
Hags are creepy.
Always berating you for every little thing you did. Always saying that you should go apologize for your actions. Apologize for what? You were born bad, and this city never gave you the tools to fix that. So why should you need to apologize? And the worst part, she actually made you believe you could be better. She had to be insane, right? But you believed her. And you felt bad. Because if you could be better, then what the hell has your life been up until now? It tore you apart from the inside, chewing your flesh and bones until simply breathing caused you excruciating pain. You wanted a way out, a way to feel better forever.
I could just jump from this window.
And when the hag saw you trying to sneak into the house, with a bag full of who knows what, and clothes dirty with blood of another, that was when we knew what had to be done. It was as simple as grabbing the lead pipe leaning against the wall, and swinging it as hard as you could. Her skull cracked, making a terrible sound as it did. Her body fell limp to the ground. It made no further sound. It didn't even move a finger. It was just a corpse, so devoid of life, you couldn't even feel sad. I watched your face, you know. You were smiling. It felt liberating.
Gotta love bashing hags with metal pipe.
Finally free from that hag's watch. Finally free to feel comfortable with who you were. No more guilt. No more doubt. Only happiness ahead. Except, she wasn't dead. Not yet.
That bitch.
Middle-aged woman assaulted in her own home, said the news. Nobody could pin a murder on you. You're far too good at covering your tracks.
At least I'm good at something. Like you said, I wasn't really good at anything, but hey, I'm good at murder and getting away with it.
But when you learned she was still alive, it changed everything. She had been taken to Felix Bloom Hospital, where people come to die. But here's a catch. They have to be alive for them to die here. You asked about her downstairs, and what you heard terrified you. The next time she wakes up will be her last. Cops are like vultures. They don't care about justice. They just want to incarcerate as many people as they can. The moment that woman wakes up, they'll make her squeal.
I actually think there's a storm coming. Perfect.
And there goes your freedom. You can't allow that. You must get to her before she ever gets the chance to speak.
Yes.
You must finish the job.
I will murder this old hag in her bed as she dies.
That's why we're here. That's why we must go to room 521, where the hag is taking her final nap. But if that thing is here, your first sin, then you must be having second thoughts. You coward. What? Have something to say? Then say it. Grow a spine. We're in this mess because you couldn't even kill a person right. So how do you expect to stand up to me? You're a pathetic piece of trash. The scum of the earth. A person whose sole purpose is to be a walking stereotype for suburban moms to point and say, "Never turn out like that, son."
I mean, they're all Karens anyway. I look at them and say I don't want to turn out like that.
So don't you dare talk back to me again. Don't even think about it. I made you who you are. I'm the only one who's ever remotely liked you. So if you don't want to lose the only person who's willing to give a shit about your well-being, then you're going to stop moping around and go. Is that clear?
See, I've got no other choice. I just have to
All
say
right.
yes.
That's much better.
Alright.
Now listen. This floor is not like the others. I won't go into specifics because you'll get confused otherwise. But it's like a maze up here. It's designed in a way so that patients can't find their way out. Locked in their rooms, they go in and out of consciousness, confused. They think they're at home, still healthy. All they do is walk around, tiring themselves out until they can no longer move. That way they can be safely contained, and later transported upstairs to meet a quiet end. These patients haven't seen another person in so long that I can't even imagine what they'll do to you. So you can't open any door you see, other than the one leading up the stairs. I know how to get there, but it's difficult. You'll have to do precisely as I say.
I kind of want to open one of the doors.
If you do anything wrong, even just by a single step, then I won't know how to get you back on track. Don't screw it up this time. Take a deep breath and open that door on the count of 3. 1, 2.
3.
There's a hole in the wall to your left.
Well, apparently I did it. Okay. No.
It finally got through. Where are you right now?
I'm hiding under a sink.
A sink. A sink where?
I don't know.
No, this isn't happening. Shit. It caught you, didn't it? And you ran away like a coward. Ran and ran and ran until you lost track of everything. Now you don't even know where you are. Is it still following you?
I don't know.
What a help you are. This is bad. I seriously don't know how to get you upstairs now. It wouldn't be hopeless if it wasn't for that thing. It's onto you. It wants you. And if it gets you, then you can kiss everything goodbye.
It wants me to turn the radio off.
What?
It wants me to turn the radio off. Can you not hear me?
You can't do that.
I didn't.
It's impossible to navigate this place without me. Unless... Okay, I have an idea. If it's coming after this radio, then we'll have to do things a bit different. I will describe to you a few landmarks and give you instructions. All you have to do is find the first of these landmarks and move as I'll now say. Are you ready? First, take a left at the hole in the wall.
Left hole in the wall.
Then take a right at the door sign.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to remember all this.
Finally, take a right at the Christmas poster.
Fuck.
Right after the Christmas poster, open the door. In between these landmarks, keep moving forward, no matter what you hear or see. Simple, right?
Oh, so simple.
You'll have to wander until you find the hole in the wall. I won't talk. If I do, then that awful creature will keep coming at you. But I will whisper a single word to let you know where you are. You must be absolutely sure you can remember these instructions before heading out. Want me to say it again?
Yes.
First, take a left at the hole in the wall.
Left at the hole in the wall.
Then take a right at the door sign.
Right at the door sign.
Finally, take a right at the Christmas poster.
Right at the Christmas poster.
Right after the Christmas poster, open the door.
And then open the door.
In between these landmarks, keep moving forward. You'll have to wander until you find the hole. Want me to say it again?
It's gonna make it so forever.
You have no other choice but to go. This is the last of me for a while. Good luck, friend.
Bye. Alright, let's get away from the sink.
Hall.
Yes, I am in a hole.
Circles.
Circles.
Chicken.
Chicken!
Hole.
Go left. I forgot what I was meant to do. Oh no, I scrolled way too much. Hang on. Hole. Circle. Gotta take a right at the door sign next, okay. Keep going forward.
Sign.
Go right.
Tree.
Go right.
Door.
I think I did it thanks to my cheating. I'm such a good cheat. The thing again. Apologize. What for? He's not your friend. I figured that from the very beginning, actually. He wants to make you like him. Maybe I want to be like him. Do not listen to him. Mute his voice until it can be heard. Until it cannot be heard. The radio will now allow it. Mute him and apologize before it is too late.
Weird. It just stood there, without doing anything. Better for us, I guess. Maybe it finally gave up on you. Time to finish what you started.
Gave up on me like the rest of my family. Poetic, really. I'm gonna go up to this 5th floor and murder this woman.
Just a little more, friend.
Let's go, murder this woman.
Even if it seems like the stairs will never end, keep climbing. The 5th floor is the last. It holds the intensive care unit of Felix Bloom Hospital. But for a place like this, what does intensive care mean? You'll see soon enough.
Okay, I'm just gonna save here. So then I can mute him.
Nobody will know it was you. She was going to die anyway. They'll simply believe her time came before anticipated. Don't hesitate. Trust me, as you always have.
It's not like you've ever gotten me into trouble.
It feels different here, doesn't it? Quiet. Eerily quiet.
Spoopy.
The intensive care unit is for patients who are so broken, so near death, that they don't feel or care about anything anymore.
Mood.
They don't complain, like the patients of the 2nd floor. They don't resist, like the patients of the 3rd floor. They won't wander, like the patients of the 4th floor. They merely exist, waiting for death to show up.
Again, mood.
You'll imagine how easy it is to take care of these patients. All they need is a room, bed, and a few meals. That's as intensive as it gets in this hospital. A sign stuck to the wall.
Silencio.
It reads silence.
Thanks for that.
Silence. As if this place needed more of it. The inside of a coffin is naturally going to be silent. And you can't disturb corpses, no matter how loud you are. Who is this for, then? You? Me? Well, I won't stop talking anytime soon.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. You talk a lot. Alright, I'm back, sorry. Had to disappear for a second.
You are nothing without my voice telling you what to do. You need me, friend. You always have.
Okay.
I'm the only one who can whisper the truth into your ear. Never forget it.
Oh, we here?
This is it, friend.
Can I murder a woman?
The moment of truth. Just so we're clear, let's review what we came here to do. Our objective is to reach room 521 and kill the patient inside.
Yes.
That's it. That's all we need. The hag thought you could be a better person, but those expectations shackled you and made you suffer throughout your entire life. If only she had learned to accept you as you were, then things could have ended up differently.
Exactly. She should have just wanted me to be a piece of shit, like the rest of this world.
But it's too late now.
It is.
It's time to snuff her out of the picture and be free, once and for all.
I'm gonna fuck up this hag.
Now go in. Don't hesitate. Listen to my voice through this radio. Right to the very end.
Yes. Let's go murder this fucking bitch. Huh?
The inside of room 521 consists of an asphalt-colored floor, walls of torn paint, and a number of electrical outlets placed at a set distance from each other. Otherwise, you see nothing. At least not at a glance.
Is she hiding under a sink like I did?
But wait. There's something on the floor, isn't there?
Bugs.
A figure of melting skin, pushed to a corner, hidden by the darkness.
Why is she melting?
It shivers the moment you walk in.
She is a hag. She got water on her and now she's melting.
It stares at you in confusion, as if not quite recognizing you as a human being. A mere look tells you the shell of a person doesn't have long to live. The word mercy crosses your mind, along with memories of a not-so-distant past. But you don't care about such things anymore.
No.
You've made your choice.
I have. I'm gonna murder this bitch.
Come to think of it, our story has finally come full circle, hasn't it? After you took your first life, that insignificant creature, I was there to reassure you that it wasn't wrong. You don't need to feel guilty. You don't need to apologize. It was just a little bird.
Fuck you, little bird.
You did it because you wanted to, right?
I wanted chicken nuggets.
Of course. Killing is bad. And if it came easy to you, then logically that means you too are bad. But what does it matter? Who even cares about what you did and who you hurt?
I'm a baddie.
Well, you did. You always did. No matter what I said. But not anymore.
Nope. Was it
With your hands on the hag's neck, it's clear that you finally embraced who you truly are. You're evil.
Yes.
And I love you for it.
Aw, sweet.
Choke her to death.
That's really kinky. I'm not really into that with hags. Apparently I'm doing it though. Why does it make that sound?
Harder. Harder, I said.
That's not the sound people make when they're choking. I feel like I'm doing something else. Click. Is she dead? Did I kill the hag?
You did it.
Yes.
It's all over.
She gone. Sweet dreams, hag. Is that it? Did I get the good ending?
There. You did well.
Thank you.
This is who you are.
It is.
Now come back to me, and I will love you forever.
Okay.
My one true friend.
See, I think we're more than friends now. You said that you love me. We're gonna date now. Oh, yeah, I got the good ending, obviously. That was obviously the good ending. So yeah. Anyway. Here is the credits because it was actually a pretty good game. I was actually surprised it wasn't spooky at all, but it was cool and interesting. So that was Radio.Signal. I will also apologize for any background noise that you had to endure. I can't help it. My mic seems to pick up everything except for my voice properly half the time, which is fun. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave the link to the game in my description so you can play it yourself and try out different endings if you wish. But it was really fun. So yeah, thank you.